This project is located in a really nice community close to the inner city in Calgary called Britannia. And it's right on a fairly busy street, but feels still quite private when you're within the house itself. This was a deep energy retrofit of an existing structure that was 1,000 square feet. And we completely gutted it and we pulled it back to the studs and we took the roof off, and the upper floor in the pre-demo was basically just like a catwalk area on the second floor. So then we put in the second floor to be a proper second floor with a roof, and then also use the basement. The client had decided that they wanted to do a renovation well before I was involved in the project, and there are a number of reasons why. One was sustainability concerns, like can I make use of an existing structure for my home? Another one was also this particular structure offered a really great opportunity in terms of a location and size. So the footprint of this house is exactly 1,000 square feet. It's the perfect size. And also too, our client wanted to limit the amount of decisions that she had to make. So it's a square that's decided for me, and I have to work within the confines of the square. And because we weren't adding on, we didn't have to do a development permit. We got to go straight to building permit. So that saved a ton of time in the process of the design and build of the project. The client approached us to work on this project with her, and at the time, she had already worked on a floor plan layout with her dad, who is also an architect, but he lives on the East Coast, and he's also retired. So he worked with her on, I believe, finding the property together, and then he developed a floor plan with her, and she approached with sort of this unorthodox situation. Would you be open to working collaboratively with all of us to realize the project? And I'm open to anything. I'm open to creative solutions. I'm open to collaboration. And we basically took it from there. And he continued to act as her agent throughout the project, working with her to help realize the project as a team. It was very rewarding. We worked with Maura. We heard what she was saying, what she liked in terms of aesthetic and architectural approach to the project and materiality. And we explored so many different variations of what you see on the facade today. And I have to say, largely what we chose came down to durability and construction cost. We looked at so many different options for the portals, and ultimately, again, the builder during this design build process, he found that aluminum was the right choice and a car paint was the right choice. We looked at a bunch of different options, but ultimately the builder brought that option to the table as the most durable, would last the longest, was the lightest, and most cost-effective from a labor standpoint. The millwork on the main floor is meant to echo the portals on the exterior, and so they are the same yellow color, not to mention the yellow floor, and then we have yellow tile in all the bathrooms and all the showers. And we think that that really ties the project inside and out together, a real holistic look at what's happening, what are the deliberate color choices, and how are they woven throughout the whole project. And one way that's, if you don't get it from the floor and the tile, it's like absolutely the fact that the portals are echoed and mimicked on the interior with the millwork. The east side of the house, it faces an unobstructed view to a park. There's a lot of sunlight that comes in. It's super beautiful, but it's also very calm and peaceful to look out, see trees, and look onto greenery that will always be there for the foreseeable future. And then within the homeowner's bedroom herself, there's actually a really nice view to downtown, which faces north. And those are two views that you don't typically get in the inner city. And I think that's what makes this project, and particularly the space right now, we're in the maker space, really, really special. So Something really interesting that Maura wanted to do in this house was have kind of a private suite in the basement. And so what we did is we actually dug out the foundation on the front of the house, and that gave a front porch, so to speak, or a little patio area to that suite in the basement with views of greenery, and is shielded from the busy street. Everyone's so happy with the house and the process, and it was just overall really enjoyable and very rewarding that way.